appeared with Jean Harlow in the movie China Sea. And Helen Hayes opened on Broadway in the unforgettable Victoria Regina.
And in a movie called Every Night at 8, Frances Langford sang a song that became one of the biggest hits of the year.
I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me. Funny that when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in your eyes, bright as the stars we're little dream might fade. We've put our hearts together. Now we are one. I'm not afraid if there's a cloud up above. If it should rain, we'll let it out. But for tonight, forget it. I'm in the mood for love.
Yes, we had lots of things to sing about in 1935.
I want to hear the music goes round and round. Oh, when it comes out here. I put the first drop down. The music goes round and round. Oh, when it comes out here.
And we also had lots of things to talk about.
Dear, did you see what it says in the paper about Persia?
Look, please, let me read my own paper, will you?
But there isn't going to be any more Persia. From now on, it's going to be known as Iran.
Why?
Are you asking me why? Don't you want to read it for yourself?
I'm resigned to the fact that you aren't going to let me read it for myself. Why are they calling it Iran?
Well, they think Iran describes the country better than Persia. I think they're crazy, don't you? Or do you think I am?
Lucy, don't make me answer that. Don't make me answer that.
And my heart beats so that I can hardly
In 1935, Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire were dancing together in Top Hat.
When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week
Seems that it's like a gambler's lucky string.
When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
While Irving Berlin was making music history in Hollywood with Astaire and Rogers, George Gershwin was making it on Broadway.
On October 10th, 1935, the first night curtain went up on an evening that will be remembered forever by anyone fortunate enough to be there. The opening night of Porgy and Bess.
Bessie, oh, is my woman now. You is, and you must laugh and sing and dance for two instead of one.
London. Oh, birds, lovers, the real happiness is just
And now we return you to Gordon MacRae, Lucille Norman, and the second half of the Summer Show Train trip to the year 1935. Yes, you were singing about red sails in the sunset in 1935. Perhaps you were in school at the time. Perhaps you were in love. Perhaps you were married. Whatever your situation, your memories of the year can't help but be linked with the music that runs through the days, the bright, shining melodies that pull the memories closer.
In 1935, you saw the movie Roberta and heard this song for the first time.
You're lovely to look at, delightful to know, and heaven to kiss. A combination like this is quite my most impossible scheme come true. Imagine finding a dream like you. Lovely to look at, it's thrilling to hold you terribly tight. For we're together, the moon is new, and oh, it's lovely to look at you tonight.
impossible scheme come true. Imagine finding a dream like you. You're lovely to look at. It's thrilling to hold you terribly tight. For we're together, the moon and you. Oh, it's lovely to look at you tonight. In August of 1935, wireless messages were coming back from Alaska.
I decided to take a little trip up here to Alaska. It sure is a beautiful country. Juneau, Alaska, August 14th. This new farm colony here in Alaska is having a little trouble. It's a great deal easier pioneering for gold than pioneering for silver. X3, Will Rogers killed. X3.
Yes, it was August 15th of 1935 when Will Rogers told his last amusing story and said goodbye, but leaving behind him a legend that would never die. Well, we had a lot of hit songs back in 1935. That was one of them, but one special song remained in the hit class for such a major portion of the year that it became one of the great popular songs of all time. This, then, above all others, should bring back memories to you of 1935.
First daffodils and long excited tables and candlelight on little corner tables, and still my heart has wings. These foolish things remind me of you. A tinkling piano in the next apartment, those stumbling words that told you what my heart meant, a fairground faded wings. These foolish things remind me of you. You came, you saw, you conquered me. When you did that to me, I knew somehow it had to be. The wind of March that made my heart a dancer, a telephone that rings, but who's to answer? Oh, how the doors of you please, these things remind me of you.
1935, 15 years back into time and memory.
Beautiful lady. biggie. We met just like two shadows. Not one word was said. She kissed me and said, and our little romance was through.
15 years back to the days when the Social Security bill was passed, when the 100-mile-an-hour hurricane swept across Florida.
15 years back to the days when the great Cole Porter show on Broadway was named Jubilee. And a really magnificent song took its place among the great songs of our time. Begin the Beguine.
When they begin the begin, it brings back the sound of music so tender.
It brings back a night of tropical splendor. It brings back a memory evergreen.
I'm with you once more under the stars, and down by the shore an orchestra's playing.
And even the palms seem to be swaying when they begin the beguine.
To live it again is past all endeavor, except when that tune clutches my heart.
And there we are, swearing to love forever, and promising never, oh, never to part.
What moment divine would rapture gleam, till clouds came along to disperse the joys we had tasted.
And now when I hear people turn, chance that was wasted, I know but too well what they mean.
Oh, don't let them begin, let the love and the song of fire be slain and ember. Let it sleep like the sad desire I only remember. Oh, when they begin the begin.
Oh yes, let them begin, oh begin, make them play, till the stars that were there before return above you, till you whisper to me once more, darling, I love you. And we suddenly know what heaven will when they begin the begin. When they Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. In just a moment, I'll tell you what we have in store for you next week.
The Railroad Hour is written by Gene Holloway and is brought to you each week at this time by the American Railroad.
Janet Gaynor and Charlie Farrell sang this tune in the picture Sunny Side Up back in 1929. And next week, the Summer Show Train is going to take you on a trip to that year to relive some of its most interesting happenings and hear many of its greatest songs. Songs like With a Song in My Heart, Singing in the Rain, and Why Was I Born? So, folks, be sure to join us again next Monday and ride with us aboard the Summer Show Train back to the year 1929.
All aboard!
Well, it looks as though we're ready to pull out. And so until next week, goodbye.